It's Transformers 96 here with another collection update, so here you go. So I have gotten, requests to do updates more often of my collection and stuff like that, so I decided to do one even though there's nothing huge that's changed. Really, I've done some rearranging of a small parts in this collection, and I've of course added to it and hung some more stuff up. So because of all of that, I decided why not do one, because I know you guys like it. But yeah, so nothing too different here, but there are some differences, that's true. Starting off, I always start off with my Green Lantern. I went down a shelf because my Green Lantern was kind of just in the middle of the collection, so I decided just to start at the bottom and then go up and go around and then go down. So yeah, as you can see, starting off on my bottom shelf on the left side of my closet, which is where I keep my collection. And as you can see, I've got Pirates of the Caribbean. No new figures, obviously, and nothing has changed. I didn't move anything around, so nothing special there, all the same. Then we go over to my Real Steel. I moved everybody over just a little bit to fit in Prometheus a little better. So that did get scrunched up a little bit, because I moved them in from the Real Steel. I overlapped the 6-inch figures and brought in the 3 3/4-inch ones, and then just moved everything over just a little bit. So yeah, so they got a little bit more crunched, which I think looks a lot better. They were really spread out before. We've got Men in Black on the side. Nothing's changed, nothing new. We've got G.I. Joe on the right side. Got a couple new figures, but nothing too new there. Then we go over to Tron, and I kind of bought them together slightly a little bit, but no new figures or anything. And then we go over to, here we go, the Prometheus, Hobbit, and random Marvel 6-inch figures. So yeah, so this is a little bit of my misfit corner. As you can see with Prometheus, I got the Decagon, so I bought him out. And then of course I do have his accessories just laying there. Just some extra room for these small movie toy lines like Pacific Rim, or the Hobbit 2 toy line, or more Prometheus, just stuff like that. The smaller stuff that will be coming out this year. Got a little bit of space for that, so yeah. So now let's move it up a shelf and go to my DC. So now to my DC shelf. Of course, we have the Movie Masters Green Lantern. Nothing has changed, nothing has been moved. Everything's the exact same here. Then we move over to the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. Everything's the same. I got that little Robin that I put in there, and I moved like 2 figures. I swapped 2 figures. The Bane and Scarecrow, I just flipped them because I thought they'd look better in each other's spots. So that's all I did, and nothing's changed. With my DC Universe Classic stuff, I got Lex Luthor. That's it. Nothing has changed here. Not a lot of DC coming out. Looking forward to Superman, but that won't be out for a little bit of time, almost like June, I heard. And then we got Hellboy. Nothing changed there. So yeah, so now let's go up to Marvel. That has some changes. So now we're up to Marvel Universe, Comic Marvel. So yeah, so all my Universe Select and Legends right here. And just organized by size, so it goes Universe, then Legends, then Selects, and a couple Build-A-Figures for the Legends in the back. As you can see, I did get some more figures, so there's just more figures there, and then, just a couple selects in the back. And I've always disliked my, the way that I transitioned it from the Marvel Comics to Spider-Man, and I finally just came out with an arrangement that I actually really like, so I think that it looks a lot better. It looked just pretty messy, it looked all collaged together, so I do like this a lot better here with my Marvel section, or my Spider-Man section. I think this looks really nice. You've got the bigger selects and 6-inch and Build-A-Figures, in the back of Spider-Man. And then in the front here, you do have a ring of villains all looking at Spider-Man. I mean, that's why I have Scorpion over here, because his neck articulation is great. He can look right at him. So then just all looking at Spider-Man, of course, with the 2 mini-mates in the front there. And then it moves over to Arkham. Don't think I'm going to keep these here. I mean, these have been here for a long time because they're the best that this is the best spot that I've come up for them. But I think that when the time comes that I really get packed with my stuff, they will be moved to where I have my Star Wars vehicles. But as you can see, I do have my Arkham stuff. I haven't gotten anything from there, so nothing has changed there, and nothing new. So yeah, so now let's move it up to Transformers. So now up to the Transformers, all the way at the top. As you can see, this is Prime right now, and in the left is Decepticons. I do have the Thundercracker there, but just because I don't have a good space for him. But I think it looks nice there, kind of pointing out. I did put... who was it? Predaking up there in the corner. I stood him on a Transformers Prime First Edition base, and then put 2 of the data disc cases under his feet to really stand him up tall so that he could look over the what is it, Thundercracker. So yeah, and then we have Decepticons, and then it moves into Autobots. Transformers Prime has really been growing. They've been coming out with a lot of toys. And now it moves to the Autobots from the movies. And as you can see there, I always go a little too fast in my opinion when I go over these in my collection videos. So I'm slowing it down so that you guys can get a good look. My Wrecker's in the corner. So yeah. And then it goes to pretty much just Transformers 3 only Autobots. And just all the different sizes of the same characters, pretty much. And then right in the center here, we have the huge Optimus Prime with Optimus Prime and then Megatron. And that's when it transitions into movie Decepticons. And we get the movie Decepticons from 1, 2, and 3. Looking forward to 4, but gonna have to wait a year. And then this collection will really go crazy because they always come out with so many toys. So yeah. And then it moves into concept Decepticons that weren't actually in the movie, as well as Transformers Generations Decepticons. I do have an Autobot there, just because this is pretty much where I'm putting like my Fall of Cybertron stuff. I don't have any of that on the Autobot side, so keeping the Autobot there. And then here's all the pets, with the exception of Laserbeak, which is on Soundwave's shoulder. And then, of course, we do have the Marvel Universe, Galactus, and Sentinel, too big to fit on any other shelf, so they had to go with Transformers. So yeah, so now just let's quickly just move it down. I don't have to stop the video for this. Now we get to my Avengers shelf, so all the movie Marvel, and as you can see here, I do like my arrangement a lot better. Before, it was 3 3/4" figures and then Mini-Mates. Now I've just layered them, so the Mini-Mates in the front, then the 3 3/4" in the back, then the 6" all the way in the back. And as you can see, I think that looks a lot better. I'm much happier with this. I did scrunch the collection up a bit to make space for Iron Man 3. Then we have the villains. I do like this. The villains for Avengers, you know, all the Chitauri with Loki, and then the Mini-Mates, and then the Diamond Select in the back. And then moving over, we have the Captain America First Avenger toys, Diamond Select and 6" in the back with 3 3/4" in the front, and my army of Hydra soldiers. So yeah. Then we move it over to Thor, the Mighty Avenger. Nothing has changed here. It's just it's there. I scrunched it up a little bit, I guess. I tightened it just a little bit so that I could make room for Iron Man 3. This, I rearranged the 3 3/4" figures a little bit, and I created a small Hall of Armor right here, just of his, what is that, 6 Hall of Armors. I do have the Mark 7, but I want to keep them the Avengers right now. But as you can see, I have them all there, and then I just have the Iron Man 3 Iron Man, just looking at all of them with his arms up. I think that looks nice. He is the only figure in this entire collection to have the back facing you. And I do have a couple 3 3/4" Iron Man 3 toys in there. I do have a section here, which I'll be moving things around when the Diamond Select, when the Wave 2 of Marvel Legends, and all of that type of stuff for Iron Man 3 comes out. We'll move it down, we get to Star Wars. So now we're at the Star Wars. Of course, all the way to the left, we do have a huge turret within, like, an AT-AT, I think that's what it's called, and a bunch of clones. That's where I keep my clone army. Do have Obi-Wan's Jedi Fighter there, and then it goes to the vintage collection. I started collecting vintage figures late in the game, so I don't have a huge amount, but I do have a few, and I really love these toys. Very sad and disappointed that they are canceled for this year. And that is why I decided to very lightly collect Star Wars this year, just because they're not coming out with anything good in my eyes, which is unfortunate. And they're making some really bad decisions, in my opinion, now. Canceling the Vintage series, canceling the Build-A-Figure series, and canceling the Clone Wars show. They killed the toy line off a couple of years ago, but now they're killing the show, which is very disappointing. Along with Green Lantern, which I also enjoy. So, horrible decisions that Disney Yeah, because Disney owns Star Wars now, so Disney's making now. But do have my Jabba the Hutt collection. Do really love Jabba the Hutt. Have a bunch of guards around him, and then Ula, or whatever her name is, in front. And then it goes to my Clone Wars. It's just pretty much all my Clone Wars. And this toy line is officially dead, because no new actual Clone Wars figures, only repaints and just other figures from the movie series, and no more show to create any more of the characters. So yeah, then I do have my, what is this, AAT with all my droids around it. So I got the droids in one corner, and in the other corner I've got the clones. So now let's move it down to pretty much Star Wars vehicles and a little miscellaneous. So now down below Star Wars, have a little bit of miscellaneous, but mostly Star Wars vehicles. Way in the corner, just crammed together, are the Transformers animated figures that I collected. I started collecting them after the last episode of Series 3 came out, or Season 3 came out, and then shortly after I started collecting them and getting into them, the whole series was cancelled. So I have very few, just select characters that I wanted pretty much. And then we get to the vehicles with a couple Halo figures just in the back because they have nowhere to go. But as you can see, some just Star Wars vehicles with a couple Halo figures behind them. Nothing too special. Then we get to the MTT with battle droids surrounding it. The two vintage battle droids here, they don't actually come with the MTT, but yeah. I do have a droid on the ladder. I did want to put him there, so yeah, so he looks kind of neat. So yeah, so there you go. So now just to go over my in-package mint figures around the room. As you can see, this is right next to the glass cabinet. I do have just Captain America figure. You go up, I've got a Star Wars one there, and up I have an Iron Man one there, and then we get you dizzy, and then on the other side, I've just got more here. So yeah, and then we go all the way across here, and then you've got a Green Lantern, the Deluxe Hydra Soldier. We go up and we've got a Skrull Soldier, a Winter Batman, and then all the way up, this is a change. We've got the Deluxe Winter Soldier, Frost Giant, and I had all of these vintage figures up here, and then I opened one, and then I got two more. So pretty much I had space for like 8, and then I got 10. I'm not quite sure if that's the numbers, but that's pretty much how it went. So I did just move everybody over, and he's a little lopsided. I did just move everybody over and created more space. So now I did hang up some more vintage figures as well as rearrange them to where I like them. So yeah. So I like them a lot better. They were a lot more spread out, and there was one fewer, so I like that a lot better. Then we come down. I did pick up this, what is it, Viacon. Really cool. At Ross, got it for $6. Can't beat it. I do have a little sound wave there. And, what is this, Captain America. We've got a War Machine. And those Superhero Squad, Spider-Man. Quickly, just want to say this quick. As you can see, he does have a red chest symbol there. And when I was just recently looking at my figures, I saw, I realized that my 3 3/4" figure has a blue chest symbol, and the one that I have mint has a red one. So I didn't even know there was a variant, and I ended up having the variant and the regular. So I just thought that was funny, and that I'd show you that really fast. But now just going back up here, I do have the 3 3/4" figures lining the room, of course, with the Universal Evac in the middle. I do have a second Evac just in a drawer so that it never is exposed to really anything. So yeah, so that's all of my mint figures around the room. So now onto the glass cabinets in the middle of the room, and I do have 2 Detolf cabinets from IKEA, which, you know, everybody has. Everybody loves these things. I love them. So yeah, so I got a whole bunch of busts. That's the biggest thing in this cabinet, as well as I did get a couple of things at the bottom, which I'll show you. But yeah, so just a bunch of busts, which made me move some stuff over and just rearrange a little bit. So yeah, so first of all, just going over the first cabinet. Sorry if there's an echo because my voice is going into the cabinets and then coming back out, so it sounds weird. But as you can see, I do have Hawkeye there, as well as the Blackest Night Necron, as well as Larfies. Very happy about getting that one. Then we come over, I do have my Avengers Captain America. Great figure with the Electro bust. Very cool. I love the way the light hits his electricity. Looks awesome. And then let's go down a little bit. So down a level we have the Hot Toys Red Skull with a little cosmic cube on there, as well as the Green Lantern movie Archilo bust, as you can see. Then we move it over and we have the Iron Man Mark 1 2.0 with the Sinestro and Tomar-Re bus. So yeah, so now let's go down one. So now down one shelf we do have the Hot Toys Scarecrow. I don't know if this part of the video is going to get posted because Bane should be here tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. And if I have time, I'll film an extra little spot that I can edit into this and show him with Bane. But this is where Bane will go. So if I posted this, it means that either I don't have Bane yet or just didn't have time to post to get Bane and film it and just wanted to post it earlier. So this is where I have Scarecrow. He will be moving back and slightly to the left, where I will move in Bane in the front, slightly to the right. So looking forward to getting him. He should be in anytime soon. So now all the way down we do have my crown jewel, the Hot Toys Ironmonger. Absolutely love the figure. Definitely my most expensive piece, but love the character, and the figure just does it justice. So definitely got that. And of course you do see a Vulture droid over there. I do just have a couple vehicles to the bottom. And then down here I have the Bossk, my Star Wars, which is, you know, pretty small, nothing too special there, but I got the Bossk from Sideshow, as well as the two battle droids. I did pick them up. I don't think I've done a review on them at the time of posting this, so yeah. So there you go. So that is my entire collection that I have on display. Thanks for watching. If you want me to go in depth with anything that I have here, just let me know in the comments, and if you want to see an update, just let me know. So there you go. Thank you for watching.